Just please swing at me. If you're gonna swing at me, dude. Let me know, because I got files on top of files to swing back at.
So I'm going to start this video by saying that it is a more serious tone video, seeming that you guys enjoy these serious videos so much, I'm just going to keep making them.
And we never made a video about him. You know why? Because we're not fucking assholes.
Dude, you're a fucking cuck.
I'm really sick of drama. It doesn't even bring in the most amount of views anymore. Not by a long shot. I heard about the Jadyn drama, and I decided to skip it. Then on New Year's, Creepshow Art came back to YouTube with a terrible response video. It would have been easy views if I covered it, but I decided to skip it. But now, even Spete is getting into drama, and I just gotta ask, why are so many commentators getting into drama as of late? Like, you would think people who cover drama so often, making videos like once every 2 days, would pick up a few tricks on how to, avoid getting into drama themselves?
Psych! You thought!
Like, imagine if a guy made video after video about people drowning, and then he decided to jump into a pool without learning how to swim. That right there is the commentary community in a nutshell. I'm first going to go over the Creepshow Art drama, then the Spete drama, and finally, the Jadyn drama. But if you're a commentator, or you plan on becoming a commentator, and you're watching this video in full, make sure to pick up some tips on how to avoid drama. Learning from your own mistakes is good and all, but learning from the mistakes of other people is even better. Now, some people thought there was the possibility that Creepshow Art was going to pull a Pro Jared. If you don't know who Pro Jared is, I believe he was the very first YouTuber to get cancelled so hard that he lost 100,000 subscribers in one day. A lot of people bashed him, and many thought his reputation was going to be tarnished forever. But then he came back with a video that really turned things around for him. He was starting to gain his subs back, he apologized for a few things, and a lot of people apologized for the misinformation they spread about him. Well, everyone but H3H3. So did Creepshow Art pull a Pro Jared? No. The public YouTube dislikes may be gone, and Creepshow Art was probably hoping she could delete comments to get the audience in her favor. But anyone can use a YouTube browser extension to see the public dislikes, and wow, it's over 9,000. And I'm pretty sure 90% of the people who liked the video were doing it ironically. Remember when I said earlier about learning from past dramas you have observed? Well, let's go back to the Peaches drama. Hopeless Peaches was constantly being bashed by a drama that Creepshow Art orchestrated. So she had to see the very first video Peaches made addressing all the allegations. The video was titled Addressing the Creepshow Art Allegations, and it's currently unlisted. It was a long-ass video that Peaches made trying to defend herself, and to be fair, she was indeed correct with a lot of her points. But because her video was so long and so many people were against her, most people didn't even bother to watch it, myself included. A lot of the comments said things like, "Sorry Peaches, these aren't just allegations. They're facts. You need to apologize for the shit you did." But later, Peaches made another video responding to the allegations. It was way better than her first one, and a hell of a lot shorter. It was also made after a few people made videos defending her. Needless to say, this video was actually received pretty positively. Now, to be fair, Hopeless Peach's second video defending herself, and Pro Jared's video defending himself, were both over 40 minutes long. So you can make a long video defending yourself, and it can go over well, just try to keep it under 50 minutes long. But Creepshow Art's video was over 2 hours long, and it was structured horribly and just a bore to sit through. Basically what I'm trying to say is Creepshow Art saw the mistake Hopeless Peaches made and decided to make the exact same mistake. And at least from what I've seen of Creepshow Art's video, she doesn't apologize at all, and a lot of her points were just really stupid. Saying things like, "Oh, my husband has a tattoo that says he's straight edge, so he wouldn't have dated Emily Artful because she does drugs, and he doesn't date anyone who does drugs." even though a tattoo saying you're straight edged is fucking meaningless. And a lot of people who don't mess with mind-altering substances still date people who do mind-altering substances all the time. And it's also possible that she didn't tell him that she was doing drugs, so this point has a lot of holes in it. Now, I'm not saying this proves that Emily Artful's story is 100% true. I'm just saying that Creepshow Art's point against it was, well, stupid. She also had way too much evidence on Emily Artful to prove that she wasn't stalking her, even though she wouldn't have all this evidence if she wasn't stalking her. She even went back to her old DeviantArt, said that because Emily Artful lied several years ago in the past that she's lying now, and a whole section of the video is dedicated to a drama that she had with the anime community because she did a video in the bathtub. Creepshow Art basically skips over the entire lolcow stuff. Almost the entire video is dedicated to Emily Artful. I mean, Creepshow Art's video literally starts with her lying.
If you are seeing this video, it means one of two things has happened. Either one, my lawyers negotiated with Emily's lawyers and we reached a private settlement which resulted in some form of retraction, or two, I took Emily to court for defamation and came out the other side.
Yeah, Creepshow, neither of those things happened. But one thing that really amazes me about Creepshow Art's video is, aside from being like 2 hours long, it's a lot like all her other videos where she tried to expose someone, with evidence that really doesn't add up to the things that she's claiming. Only this time, people were not believing her, because no one trusts her anymore. I know I said this in past videos about Creepshow Art, but if she just came out and said, the person in the lolcow leaks were me, I said all that shit anonymously, thinking I would never get found out. I'm sorry for the things that I have said, and I'll work on myself to improve in the future. 90% of the drama that happened with her would have never happened. She could have easily just taken a slight hit to her reputation and still have been a beloved figure on YouTube. But it looks like she either wanted her image to be completely perfect, or for everybody to hate her. Nothing in between. But there's already dozens upon dozens of videos covering Creepshow Art's new video, so if you want more information, just, go check them out. I really don't think I can say anything to add to the conversation. But her reputation is completely tarnished. I don't think she'll ever make a comeback, so let's talk about a YouTuber whose reputation is just now starting to go downhill. And that YouTuber is Spete. So Spete got into some drama with Miss ZZ, and after looking at both of their channels, wow, are their views inconsistent. And I thought Nani's views were inconsistent, like holy shit. So how did this drama start? Well, someone by the name of Quick Sus stole some artwork from Miss ZZ. Spite talked about this in one of his videos, and Miss ZZ decided to talk about the same drama in her own video, and mention Spete's video about the situation, without dropping the name of Quick Sus. Now, her video really blew the fuck up. It nearly got 1 million views. And with so many views, it meant that a few people would come to the incorrect conclusion that Spete was the one who stole the artwork. A few people left some angry comments underneath Spete's video, and one person even copyright striked it. So Spete reached out to Miss ZZ.
So, after I got this DM, I proceeded to do nothing. As mentioned before, and this should be pretty obvious, I have this itty bitty little thing called social anxiety.
And she didn't respond to him because she was an introvert, which is a stupid move on her part. So Spete decided to make a follow-up video where he somewhat talked about the drama that he had to deal with because of Miss ZZ's video. Now, giving him the benefit of the doubt, I can understand where he's coming from. He tried to help this person out, and because of their video, he indirectly got hate because of them. He reached out to this person privately that he just helped, and they never replied back to him, which probably really rustled his jimmies. Miss ZZ left a comment underneath his video apologizing for the situation, and she also said that she left a pinned comment underneath her video and updated the description so he wouldn't get any more hate. Spete said this wasn't good enough and he wanted her to edit him out of her video. They argued a little bit. She said if she edited the part of him out of the video, it would really mess with the structure of her video. Eventually, Spete said that he would make a privacy complaint against her video if she didn't take it down. Yeah, imagine a commentary channel trying to make a privacy complaint against someone's video because they mentioned them in it, even though commentators mention plenty of people in their videos all the time, and a lot of them probably don't want to be mentioned in their videos. But Miss Easy decided to edit him out, and they talked about it in private a little bit. He took down the video he made on her, and the situation was over, right? Well, obviously not, because if it was, I wouldn't be talking about this, because this is where the shit really hits the fan. On the same day, Spete made another video talking about the copyright strike situation, claimed that Miss Zizzy's video was full of misinformation, and that the copyright strike was entirely her fault.
I asked them several times that, they're affecting me, that I have a copyright strike against my channel because of the video, and they, made these statements saying, it's not my fault that someone issued a false copy strike against your channel, you should take it up with them, it's not my fault that people are misinformed and think that you're stealing people's artwork, when it absolutely is. It was entirely her fault. There was misinformation in her video, it was poorly done, her video was based off of emotion entirely, and it wasn't put together well.
He also made a lot of points that were just stupid.
Angel Comics reaches out to Miss ZZ on Twitter asking for help, claiming that I have stolen her art. I find it hilarious that Miss ZZ was saying, oh, this isn't my fault, and then the person that's issuing me a false copyright strike is directly asking for help from Miss ZZ because she obviously saw the video and was misinformed by it entirely.
So, the person who struck you reached out to me, and that must mean I caused it. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that supposed to be a valid point?
On top of all of this, he made the first video he did on her public again. Like, what the hell, dude?
What the fuck was that?
She did what you wanted her to do, and then you went back on the promise that you made to her. You stepped over that line, and now you're having a bad time. Also, since this drama happened, Spete hasn't uploaded any more videos, so, Spete, I'm gonna give you some friendly advice, one YouTuber to another. When you're a commentator, and a lot of your content is about shitting on people, expect to get shit on yourself eventually. Maybe it's for the wrong reasons, maybe it's for the right reasons, but it's going to happen. If you can't handle the heat, you really shouldn't be a commentator. You could have really avoided this situation, but you escalated it without any concern for the other party that was involved. Remember in your video about Izzy where you said I falsely accused her of being a map when I've never falsely accused her of that? I didn't ask you to edit that part out. You didn't even make a pinned comment clearing up the misinformation. I left a comment underneath your video clearing up the misinformation and talked to you privately in DMs. I even sent you my video, Imagine Lying About a 13-year-old Because of a Small YouTuber, where I debunked some misinformation that Izzy has spread. But after that I left you alone because you only talked about me for a few seconds and I didn't really care. How would you feel if I made a video about this situation, told you you have to edit the part out where you talk about me, and then threaten you with a privacy complaint if you don't?
But Jar, you have more subs than me.
Yeah, and you have more subs than Miss ZZ. When you're a commentator, you're supposed to spread the truth, not to use your channel to threaten others. Because you made so many videos about this situation, I would highly recommend making a public apology. Not everybody is willing to forgive you, but it will show the reasonable people that you're willing to change. This might be the first big drama you ever had to deal with, and you're gonna have more dramas after this, but it's not the end of the world. Both me and Harley had to deal with fucking Prismate Luke, and we're still going strong. But why would you threaten someone with flagging their video? You may have missed the Kai drama, the Jadyn drama, and even the Monday Mad drama.
Turn off that pesky ad block.
But you definitely know about the Antunes drama, and you should know about the trouble he got into when he flagged Izzy's video. At the very least, you only made a threat and you didn't actually go through with it. But seriously, learn from the mistakes of other YouTubers.
Turn off that pesky ad block.
So Technoblade got cancer and Jadyn made a tweet about people making videos and cashing in on this person's, cancer situation. And then they made a video themselves. A few people called them out for this and they started really escalating the situation by basically insulting anyone who talked to them. Hell, they even got into it with Optimus, who made a video on the situation. Now personally, I don't get this whole moral standing on making a video and cashing in on someone's cancer diagnosis or their, other real life problems. And if you're gonna say, oh well, how would you like it if you got this or that disease and people made videos about it and they monetized them? I wouldn't give a shit. In fact, if anything, I would be happy. Talk about my situation. It shows I'm a cool public figure that people actually give a shit about. But yeah, Jadyn was being a hypocrite and was kind of unhinged on Twitter. If you want a good breakdown of this situation, I would highly recommend checking out Optimus's video. But this was months ago, and I personally think people were making a bigger deal out of the situation than there needed to be. But pretty recently, they flagged a video someone made on them for harassment, which only got like 2,000 views. They were also acting really cocky and bragging about this, thinking they were going to get away with it. Long story short, they didn't, and they went on a debate with Augie RFC, and it was, oh my god, just cringe to watch. At least the JonTron.
Excuse me, what?
At least the John Swan debate with Kai was interesting. This was just painful to watch. Now, they decided to delete their Twitter and they apologized for the whole situation, which, good on them. Turkey Tom on his TomDark channel did a pretty good breakdown of this situation, so if you want more info, you can go check that out. But seriously, what's with all the new commentary channels just false flagging videos because they hurt their feelings?
Let's assume, hypothetically, that nobody fucking cares about your feelings.
Shut the fuck up.
Remember when the only commentary channel who was a false flagger was like Mundane Matt and no one else? Now we got people like Kai, Jalen, Spete was almost one, but at least he didn't do it. By the way, Spete, be happy, you got off easy. You could have been like Jalen right now. Like, if you guys seen the 2 videos about my past, you know I've been bashed on the internet since, like, the beginning. Over a year ago, I had to deal with Prismate Luke and Kai Weiss at the same time who were both slandering my name. And what did I do? Did I flag any videos?
No.
I just waited for my opportunity to get revenge, and I took it. I feel like I'm the only person on the internet who understands that the internet is forever. I don't have to get back at someone immediately. I can just wait and bide my time. I'm not gonna just go out there and start flagging videos because, as history has shown me, flagging videos is very frowned upon. But for some reason, a lot of new commentary channels just seem to not understand that. If anyone watching this video is a commentator or a drama channel or plans to become one, just so you know, one day someone is gonna shit on you. And if you flag the video, it's gonna be a lot worse for you. If a video on you gets a few hundred to a couple thousand views, yeah, that's pretty shitty. But flagging it will make things way worse for you. Also, don't constantly lie on the internet, even if you can get away with it for a very long time like Creepshow Art, because eventually everything is gonna catch up to you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the TomDark channel.